should find an intro.
We're on already. Don't waste any time.
Okay, no problem. Okay, guys, welcome to the podcast with BlackPage. As I was saying, I really need to find an intro. It's good, but I'm working on it. Today, I am with Sphesihle Mkhize of Twisted Crowd and Nontando Nzimande, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, and they'll switch up.
for sure.
Yes, the switch now. Okay, look, guys, please tell me a bit more about your businesses. Oh, no. Ladies first, ladies first. Ladies first. A bit rude of me. Wow, hey, ladies.
Thank you. My name is Nontando Nzimande, Nontando Nzimande. I'm a baker, and I am on a group called Fuller Stock Traders. So we are local. We are like entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs. We gather together to create, to motivate each other and grow our businesses.
But in the specific thing,
Okay, tonight is entrepreneurs. When we gather every Friday to have a meeting to catch up on our businesses and also to kind of know where we are stuck to help each other out. So we just have a meeting on. We talk about the selling skills for your business and also just things that gonna help us grow, basically. So there's 18 of us, and then there's also another group from our group that is focused on board coaching.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
Sihlangana lapha esigodini kaVazungu for a meeting, and then once a month we host social markets khona kaVazungu.
Usitshele ngawo lapho ngifuna ukuzwa nawe ukuthi thini lapho. Thini?
Oh, okay. Lona-ke uSphesihle Mkhize, but abaningi bamazi ngoSphesihle Crowd. So I own a brand called Twisted Crowd. Twisted Crowd is a clothing brand, of course. We make clothes, we do branding, and we do marketing. We also do a little bit of modeling on the side, you know. But Twisted Crowd, it's more about, people. It's like, it's a motivational brand, like it wants to tell people that you need to see things differently. You see, this time, everything like it's twisted. You don't know what's true, what's not, So that's what it's all about. But it's also remind you of the time, because time heals, time also kills, It's more about the time, because I could show you on one of my designs, not yet. But it shows the time. Sometimes you can be on your darkest side, like you face the worst of your life, but it's not the end. You need to wake up, start that process where you've been and grow in there. So it's Twisted Crowd is all about that. Yeah, we also do the branding. We also do business cards, sort of dance and design. Yeah, that's what crowd. Yeah.
Manje ukuchaza wena nje ngokuchaza ukuthi Twisted, you go through all the stuff and then you go through it.
Yeah, Twisted Crowd is where it's all from me. I was in a time where I was in my darkest, I'll say so. I had no one, I had no hopes, yeah. So I was stressed and I was tortured inside, by myself, because I had forgotten childhood experiences, fake friends situations, So when I faced those times, it was really hard. And when I did my research, I found out it's not only me who go through sometimes. It won't be the same, but it's you go through your own darkness phase, and I go through my own. So we all go through twisted, our souls and brains, So we are the crowd. Me and you, we make the crowd, three of us.
Yeah.
We are the Twisted Crowd.
But please the crowd.
Yeah, please the crowd. Please the crowd. So see now, the only thing that we can do, when you look at the world right now, is to learn what you've been through, not to hide on alcohol or drugs or any sorts of the behavior that we do to hide our origins.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like provoke people to face it. Yeah, that's what this is card all about. I want to provoke people to face it. That yes, you will face this time, and you need to pass through it. That's when you grow. The more, yeah, that's what system card is all about.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a really, really weird question then. What's an insult that you receive that you're proud of? I can try to ask you.
Okay, I don't mind. Okay, Bina, the insult that I received. Okay, before I started the deep brand,
Yeah.
I was a model, yeah. I was from Edoxine, I was a male model. So through that, like I faced a lot of discrimination. People were calling me gay. People were like, I would say they were like puzzling me, like even them guys are yeah, they testing me, they're testing everything. But with that, I just wanted to keep on doing it and be perfect doing it. Yeah, I'm sure you remember I had a gold plan to New York City, but I couldn't get the funding. So you could see that it was something that was promising. It had a lot of opportunities for me, and I learned a lot of stuff. That's why today I chose to be like a clothing brand instead of a model, because I've learned through the industry. I know what to do, I know how to do it, I know my roles, I can correct with somebody else. That's what I want to try to do, to bring somebody else to be somebody that I wanted to be that time, and my chance is gone. This was my last opportunity to go there, and I had to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you think you might want to try again and go back?
Yeah, when the time is right, I want to try again, because I know the doors, the only thing I need to make some fun. Yeah. We're trying.
You know, I did catering and hotel management in 2020. And that is when I finished my diploma. And then I started baking after I. And then, so while I was doing my diploma, used to wear my chef jacket and my hat. So I was in uniform. That was really inspiring for me. I love that uniform. So I used to wear it when I go to school. And then one day my neighbor saw me and was like, so all of the things you can study for, you chose to do cooking. The way she looked at cooking,
Yeah. She didn't respect the
she
craft.
didn't. I believe she didn't understand the advantages of doing what I do.
So she didn't understand cooking and being a chef, or being a baker, or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah.
doing something with points. She didn't understand why would you go to school to study that. Those are the those ways is it just schooling us. If you know how to cook, you get taught how to cook when you are young. So why would you go study that?
So would you say that each generation,
Yeah, they didn't know that you can have it as a career. You can, yes. They just thought they would just, at home. So she saw me and she was like, why would you do that? I mean, I told her, I tried to make her understand that I want to make business out of it. I wanted to be my own boss, own my company.
Sure.
But she didn't understand. She was like, no, you need to go study for another thing. This is pointless. Why would you waste your time on it? So I was like, okay, Coco, I'm going to show you what it can do for me. That was an insult, but I was like, okay, Coco doesn't understand. I'll make it understand by seeing what it does. Yes.
So tell me, what was your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
I would say in baking, I couldn't do a recipe that was requested by a customer. So at that time I was still learning. I was still focused on using a recipe that was created by somebody else, not trying to make it balanced. For instance, if I'm making a cake and the recipe that I'm using may not be as good So you're trying to make your own recipe that is gonna be nice.
Oh.
Yeah, so that
More creative.
Uber creative, exactly.
Yeah.
And then at that time, I could taste with conderoing because it was like a larger cake, so I needed to add more ingredients. And then I made a disaster cake. It was hot. It was not tasty at all, but I delivered it anyway. So I really that was my failure, and I couldn't face the failure. I was like, better they do not know anything. Let me just give them best down.
I know.
I failed as a business person at that time, and that is when I didn't like use the skills that I was supposed to do to use.
But you were taught.
Then later on, I got taught and educated about since I joined Sphesihle.
Oh, talk to me that after what you saying here.
Yes, Sphesihle is about being a professional, knowing knowing the most important things in business. So yeah, that's when it helped me, and I got to see that. Great too.
You're not quitter? What's the biggest failure?
My biggest failure, bro, if I remember, is when I started my friends, I had this thing, I wanted to impress people more, or like to engage with them more than to like focusing on what I'm really doing. So I was like giving some stuff for free while I spent a lot of money, purchasing some equipment and ink and papers, But that time, I don't blame myself in loss, because this was part of marketing. I had to put the brand to people. There had to be people that had to start wearing it because somebody come and buy it. But this was my worst failure, especially with friends.
Welcome to Mpophomeni, your one-stop destination for healthcare needs. Located at the Mpophomeni Shopping Center, we offer expert services for minor and chronic ailments, family planning, and weight loss programs. Our skilled doctors are dedicated to providing personalized care and helping you achieve optimal health. With our state-of-the-art facilities and compassionate staff, you can trust Mpophomeni to provide the best medical care for you and your family. Visit us today and experience the difference.
Ningitshele nje guys, mangathiwa manje tshela umzali wakho, uma wakho noma ubaba wakho nje noma ugogo, chazela ugogo nje manje ukuthi wenzani. Ungathini ke ugogo?
Gogo.
Yeah, chaza nje ngezulu ugogo ukuthi nje.
Ngingamtshela ukuthi Gogo, lana I'm building my future, my career. I'm building i-empire noma indlela yokuziphilisa ukuthi in a long run ngingadepende kakhulu emsebenzini on getting a job, because it is ayikho ayiqinisekisiwe ukuthi umsebenzi ukhona forever. Kungenzeka ukuthi uphele umsebenzi uzoziphilisa ngani. So njengamanje ngizama ukwakha ithuba lomsebenzi ukuthi ngiyiphilise, ngikwazi ukuthi uma ngikhula kwibhizinisi lami ngi-employ abanye abantu nabo bakwazi ukuphilisa, create namanye ama-skills.
Maseyakubuza ugogo, kodwa mntanami uzoyenza kanjani imali ngokudla? Uzomphendula uthini ke?
First of all, Gogo, BlackPage. People are always gonna need food. It's a need, it's a necessity. So, mabe Gogo, ukudla kungapheli, fana sezitolo. Khona uSpar, khona Pick n Pay, khona Shoprite, khona uBoxer. Kukwena ukuthi ukhethe ukuyothengaphi. Nokuthi ke ukudayisa ukudla baningi abantu angabathola. Ngoba wonke umuntu uphila ngakho. So i-target market already usunayo.
Bonke.
Yebo. No, can be target like that.
Yeah, mina bro, so ngingathi, okay, let's go back to the question, okay?
No, like mangathi manje nje tshela ugogo noma utshela ubaba wakho noma umama wakho ukuthi wenzani. Ungamchazela kanjani into yakho?
Okay, mina like mangitshela ugogo, I just tell her, we see, I'm doing a clothing and I'm doing a brand, you know. But see, I go more with see what is the brand. I don't just tell her with see, grandma, I'm doing the brand, but I'm telling her, okay, Gogo, I'm doing a brand. Ngizama send a message to some people. Okay, manje angakayisend, yabo. But after I get the attention, that would be the time which I can send a message through the design of the t-shirt, like a message or something that is awakening, I'll put so, yabo. Yeah, that's what I tell her, because ilesi sifiso sami ukuthi like ngisiza abanye abantu ukubona ezinye izinto abangaziboni, yabo. Yeah, something like that. Ngimtshela kanjalo, but about clothing, branding, they don't even care. They don't even care, but they love the fact that I just want to do something that's gonna benefit to other people. Yeah, but like something positive. Yeah, that's what they like. Other than you see, wasn't it's okay? I was at the vibes or I was at the party, you know. But instead of that, I try to make them believe what I'm trying to make a change more. Besides zonke lezi zinto ebangazela zona on the side there, so because I'm telling you, yeah, I'm doing clothing branding, but I want to be a change. That's the main point.
Kodwa phela abazali phela bethu basakhumbula kahle ibona abokuqala esiqale kubona.
Yeah.
Phela i-commission ibona.
Yeah.
I think so like siyakwazi lokho.
Yeah, because about promo kusinje sikhuluma eqiniso. If umzali wakho engekho aware ngento yenzayo, it's not possible ukuthi iqhubeke. Yabo, ayiqhubeki angazi ukuthi how, even if she supports or not, but like imandawonye yabo. So that's I think it's a blessing from there.
I don't know what now say usakhula ngemthandazo yakho. Still today I'm sure uma akho la khona she's praying.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Na imthandazo abazali iyasiza kakhulu nje because sometimes we work too hard, we forgot to pray. Who prays for us? Who prays for our customers? So sometimes abazali bayadlala irole kakhulukazi ekuthandazeni nokuzivulela indlela yaphambili, because umzali mayebamba inhliziyo ethi ingaphumeleli into yalo ngeke iziphumelele. So it's up to you ukuthi umzali avule inhliziyo yabo. Yeah, so abazali siyabadinga, we need to respect them for our blessings. Good hustle, yeah.
But guys, I don't know if Nina nakula kanjani, but let me just make an example. Mina ngakula ekhaya ugogo weya esontweni kakhulu. I went there as well.
Sure.
But ngabona ukuthi no, you know what? Maybe akuyona into yakho, but doesn't mean I left.
Yeah.
I still the believe a lot. Ugogo has some very valid points from church in the back. So yini mhlambe enayifunda mhlambe nginanikhulu mhlambe ngibona abazalweni beekeke mhlambe enayifunda lapho. What was the environment like now?
Okay, so like the experience from church for me, I used to like go to church when I was growing up and I loved church. But I only loved church, there was no benefit. Like church didn't do anything in my life. Okay, like for vibes and somewhere to go. But afterwards, okay, I didn't mention it. In part of my brand, it goes with the spiritual crisis, you know. Like I had to go through a spiritual crisis. I'm a spiritual person, in Abantu Abadala and sisters, or something like that. So after I was like introduced in that world, I started to see things differently. Okay, I can go to church, it's good. If I don't get time to pray at my home, it's okay, we're crowded, or I sleep with somebody, maybe I don't get that motive, because I can pray. You can go to church on Sunday and use the chant to pray. You need to pray as a person. You need to get out of everything that's happening. But I'm not the type of person who can say, it's okay, going to church and me praying, saying, God, tomorrow bring me this job can happen. I'm not the type of person. I can just pray that and God can bring it. No, I'm a type of person who thinks that, okay, I can tell God that I need this. But I also need to tell my ancestors and beg for them to help me reach there because I have to go there. They won't bring it to me. I've always said, okay, my ancestors bring me like clothing or job or so I can sell. No, I can ask for them to help me sell or get there. But I have to go there and buy the fabric and the inks and all so I can sell. When so I can sell. So I started to see things different. Okay, I can go to church. I can still go. But it doesn't play any role in my life, I'll say so. Yeah.
Nontando?
Yeah, when I was a little thing, I grew up going to church. I believe in God. What my mom used to say is, God will make a way, will give you ideas. She's always like that, and she is really hopeful. So that is what I've learned through her about God. You need to trust in God. You also need to have faith that when you have talked to God, it will happen all the time. Believe and have faith. So that is what I took with growing up, and also I am still using that in my business. Sometimes I feel stuck. I'd be like, okay, I really do not know any, like, God, give me ideas, give me inspiration.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel uninspired, you feel lazy, you feel, all the pressure is on you, and then just go to God, talk to God, and be like, God, I am such a creative person. This is what I do. I tell God that, God, I'm such a creative person, but right now I feel like I do not have any ideas. I'm not creative. I'm not productive at all. And then God, I'm sure God does it because it happens. I start having ideas. I start writing down things. I start generalizing my life, generalizing my career, and that's when I know that God, you have already given me an answer.
Would you agree? Oh, sorry. Can I continue?
No, you cannot.
Would you agree with Kay when you said, as much as you can ask God and have faith, but you need to also get up yourself and start doing things?
Of course, you cannot just rely on miracles. There's no, well, they are miracles, but there's no such thing as waiting for luck. You cannot say, okay, I'm just waiting to be lucky in life. Luck has to find you on your way up there. If you are lucky enough to have a blessing in life, or to get somebody who can help you out, that person needs to find you on your way up. You have to start working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So basically,
Basically, kumele uqale ubone ukuthi uza kanjani, wazi ukuthi uzokhula ngendlela as you move.
Uzoyithola kanjani telekhoneni?
Uzoyithola kanjani telekhoneni?
So this question,
So,
is God the conscious or God is something else that you can tell me? Because maybe like just like you say normally, mostly okay, you have to when I go in yourself, God, I need this, God, I need this, I'm doing this, I'm good at this, help me with this. So it just happens magically, or God is a conscious that works in you. Because I want to understand a lot.
I believe the feeling and trust your instincts. I don't think they will ever lie to you. If you don't feel like something is right, be trusting your instincts.
Right.
And just try to listen to yourself more.
I'm going to move in another way. God is an internal force or an external force?
Give you elaborate on that.
uNkulunkulu kuwena uphakathi noma ungaphandle?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
I would say everywhere. But me now, to my belief, I'll say infinite. He's with me. Like, I won't say I'm God, but I can say I'm God. I don't know how to put it. I won't say I'm God, but
you believe God is within you.
Within you.
Yeah, what I believe can happen. So who is that? It's me. That's God.
Inside.
If me and I get okay, I wish to sell 100 t-shirts this month, and I pray for that. I'm praying to God, right?
Yeah.
If I did it, like, is this me or is this internal me or is it like somebody else did it? Like God did it for me magically. It's me and the internal me, you know?
Another thing is that I believe the reason why I hesitated on answering your question was it's his two ways. He is internal and external. We need to see God through you by just looking at you. The way uziphatha ngakhona kumele sibone ukuthi you know lo muntu uphilela uNkulunkulu. I also believe that.
Okay, I'm not gonna stick too much on the topic because it's not a religious day, but I just love actually.
Just go past.
Go past it because you know what? Abazali bethu like abazali bethu understand.
Yeah,
Like
man.
these people are part of us and basonga.
Yeah.
This morning uma uvela wathi ngiyathandazela ukuthi the right like oh nje lo muntu lona really believes.
Yeah,
and
she
actually
really believes.
ukufika kwenu was like okay uma was actually umthandazo wakho uyasebenza.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day asingaba discreet nabantu.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot I want to know about your brand. Specifically, I say brand because now I would call myself something brand.
Yeah, really brand.
But why is it that we don't take branding that seriously? Well,
I believe ukhula kwethu didn't teach us about branding and creating your own idea out to life. Yes, I believe we were taught to work hard at school so that we can go find a job and work. So it's something that we didn't have in mind. We were not inspired enough to have a brand. Yes. But I think it's also something immediately sifundise umphakathi, just but let them be aware which khona branding, and you can also create your own brand.
The book for myself needs to be branded and I don't mind.
Yes.
What would you say about that?
About branding, I would say people like as we said, they are not educated about the importance of a brand or a branding. Like I would say, I'll just take McDonald's. You see, the person who designed the McDonald's, he understood how people see things, how the colors like interact with you in your brain. Like he understood chakras, like you know, people like chakras and all that. He knew that okay, if I add these colors like bright yellow, red, and white, what they uplift in you before you just like engage with the McDonald's, you know, just like seeing the brand and the burger out there, you know. So like from here, we, as you said, like we're not educated, yeah, but we don't understand how important it is, like to how could I put this, like yeah, the value of a brand. Like me now, I'm having a brand, you know, I have a brand. Like a person will just like to see something beautiful instead of the word or the inspiration of the brand or what's behind the brand is there. But in consciously, we just like to, we believe it buying something this we had of like, okay, it's McDonald's, everybody buys there, we go there. About me among a parent or something else, they won't engage with me because they never had of it. Instead of never understand the true design or branding of their product. So it's okay, what is this? what it brings, what it came with, about what is something new, about the like about lezo zinto, yabo. They just want to buy something nice or something that is talked of, yabo, what everybody's talking about, so we buying this, yabo.
I was thinking something kodwa ngoba wena konke ishile ekuqaleni bathi ukuthi wenze i-marketing yakho wathatha into zakho wazinika umphakathi to get people to see.
To see, yeah.
So that's already something that
Yeah.
that worked. Because every day I'm going to when I'm interested crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
Every single day I know every single thing. We're going to police keep at the corner, or I will see someone wearing the tracksuit pants.
Yeah, but something.
It's something. So
Yeah.
it's like for me, it's almost reached. It has almost reached the level of Coke. Because
Yeah.
I see Coke everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Every shop I see is a brand of Coke.
Yeah.
So your T-shirts, your jersey, I've seen them everywhere.
Yeah.
So your way of marketing them kind of worked.
It's worked because I had to put the brand into people instead of letting people into the brand. I had to put it to them, and we change. You see my status every time. Maybe once a day, I want to put a status that is based on like the life and twisting it all, about just to show the truth. That wasn't revealed. There was something there. Even if I took the video from YouTube or I took the video from TikTok or put it here, just to give you something that you can like
Think about.
Think about, yeah. I'm just helping people to engage with the brand. I can make more designs like thousands, but they will just buy a T-shirt. They don't care what it looks like. They don't understand what is this. This is just you, and this is your scarlet ball. This is your spirit.
Yeah.
You need to balance the negative and positive. That's
Very
life. But a person who buys this T-shirt, he just buys the colors.
Emoji.
They won't understand what it means. So now I'm doing branding. I have to add that. I need to put that's what they need.
Yeah.
But I'll be sending a message, but
True.
I need to like put what they need. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, that's how it works, bro. I feel like they start to. There will be people who will understand, like ask me questions. What does it mean? Why is this? Why is that? And those people help me to like explain it. Because if I explain to them, they'll explain to somebody else, and that's how it goes. Yeah.
And to add on that, I didn't know that you are the owner of the brand. My brother wears your brand in pride. I do not know how many T-shirts he owns.
Already.
I didn't know about you. I didn't like I used to see like
Yeah, just to God.
yeah,
But
it's
the owner.
beautiful. Now I am meeting the owner.
Yeah, I'm very Salute to this,
Yeah,
Okay,
I
as I've said to you before, which I've come from a different like atmosphere. I've been hiding, not like really hiding, but I don't like to be in the face of people. I don't know how to deal with it. I try, but it's hard for me. Not like there'll be like a harm, but like I feel different when I'm with the crew. So that's why like the must keep staying indoors and do the brand. Yeah, that's how it. Yeah, that's how you don't know.
What would you say? Last year, we met last year, and I actually did some of the branding for you. Right, I remember. But what would you say now you would need to grow that and actually get people to see your brand and actually see what you're doing?
Okay. I would say firstly, I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I just started to take my business to the next level. I used to bake and be like, okay, people who know about me will come to me, and who have heard from other people about me will come to me and order. But I used to lack marketing, advertising my business. So going forward, this is what I have initially, because now I have a logo. It's called Nontando Sweet Stuff. That was done by you. So obviously I also got people who was inspired by my story and my baking, that they wanted to see me on the next level. So that helped me with the, let me start putting more work on my business.
I think so.
Yeah, and the Club Finance has helped me to start, because every time you're going to have ideas, it's like, okay, I do have an idea, I know what I want to do, but how do you start? Having people around you, the Club Finance members, having them around, it really helped me to start doing, to start baking more, to be.
Kancane.
Khona sitafela njengoba Sphesihle a group of entrepreneurs around Mpophomeni. We gather together every Friday, for instance, siyahlangana sibe ne-meeting about our business.
Our members,
Yes. So that is where the Kumbuzado, what do we do? So we have one person, Mamdesha, who is in organic planting plants. So
organic produce.
yes. So she's working with that. She has the catering. So she just started. It's not really a big brand, but as you grow, as your market gets bigger and grow.
Yeah.
So it's something that is different. She uses plants from her garden to make a living. So you plant, you grow your plants and make a living. She just caters specifically veggies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have Usuguma, somebody who takes Usuguma. Usuguma is amaphilisi help Sphesihle. Since that the facing the COVID, since they affected by COVID, so amaphilisi akhe asiza kakhulu. We also have somebody who saw who saw also. Yeah, we have a lot of people, somebody who is into pork, sells pork. I'm a baker. There is also, lotions by one of our members. Basically, everyone is invited.
Sorry. Do you only bake, or you just hold chef? You cook, you do stews, you do salads, you do everything, or you
That's
just
a great
bake?
question. I do not qualify as a chef yet because of my qualification, but I also do breakfast catering for now. But I can cook. Definitely learn that.
Okay.
Cook and bake, but my main focus is baking. I bake from cake, I'm a bad cake to cupcakes, wedding cake, birthday cake. Yes, and to I just wanna grow my business. I want to also.
But I can come to you and say, please come cook for my wedding. The whole thing is on you.
The catering. No,
Everything is on you.
I would do the cake only because catering on its own, you require all to many of my employees. And at this level, I haven't reached that employees.
How do you know?
But going forward,
How do you know?
but I need to train people. I need to have people that are trained for the job, and they would know how to cook my recipe. I cannot just take anyone. She has her own way of cooking, of doing things. We need to be trained on how to work.
I think he knows the same thing as well.
Yeah.
A bit more about thinking, because that people will just say, I got to
But something
What is the process there?
Okay, simple thing. It's a piece of a process like branding solutions. Because like this, I'll take this to make different. Okay, this is a screen printing and this is a vinyl cutter. It's a heat transfer and a screen printing. Sure. So screen printing, it's like it takes about 45 minutes just to make a screen. Okay, start from drawing a design. That's the first process. You design it from the computer. Then we print it out from the positive paper, So then we make a screen. We put image in their chemicals in the process to make a screen on the side, just a screen for the design, So after that, you expose the design into the screen. Whatever you ask me to do for you, I expose it to the screen so I can print it with this ink, because this is paint, like paint ink.
Can I make an example quick? Because this is like actually doing a photo.
Something like that. Yeah.
The room has to be dark.
It has to be dark.
You have to have that light.
That light. That process.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole process to make a screen. You need a dark room. You need like a certain type of a globe that can expose, that have a heat, strong. And that's
so you make a photo of the design.
It's like making a photo. It's same thing, but different category. It's same thing. It's a process, but this one is a vinyl cutter. They call it heat transfer. It's piece of not so much work, complicated, because you just draw that design you want and you just print it out. The machine gonna cut it. But this one you have to make everything. The difference is this one is it lasts forever, and this one is temporary. So this one makes a lot of work than this one.
So it's more crafty.
It's more crafty. It's more creative, and it's
patience.
You need a skill and a patience. You have to know what to do.
I remember just take the screens.
We time with you. It's take a day to bend one screen. Imagine if it's like a 3-color or 4-color. It would take like 2 days to make just a screen for these designs, because each color got its own screen. Have to do separations. It's works like that. So it's different from these. People don't know about screen printing. A person can just come and say, "Can you print a name?" I'll print you 10 rand. He doesn't understand. I make a screen, I buy chemicals, I buy ink, I buy t-shirts, I buy everything, So people they not so familiar with the screen printing. They're more into heat transfer.
So they need to learn about the value
that goes into it. That goes into it, because this is another sort of a skill as a young person. This can make you go somewhere, because once you mastered how to make a screen, you can create your own things now and make them be like how you see them in your visions, and make them to laugh. And some people are so creative, but they won't be able to make a screen. So it's the talent is just there, This is something else that people need to know about it, and there'll be more opportunities.
Because from what I know right now, you are one of the only few people that I know in Mpophomeni that can actually do this.
Screen printing, I don't know if it's a bad or I'm saying it right, but it's more for white people, I'll say so. I don't know if it sounds bad. It's like they know more about screen printing than the black people in South Africa, because they just want you to make a t-shirt for them with their name. They don't want to know how to make the whole process. So I was lucky enough to fall in love with this industry of branding and clothing and everything, and that's where I worked. So I learned a lot from it, and from my boss. He's white and he's very good with this, and I've learned. I've got a skill now, and I've got my brand. So branding is something you can grow. It's something that can get big, if you doing it great and with a great team.
Okay, we're recording.
Okay. So guys, I'm gonna tell you a little story now, guys. The opinion the whole game I play now. What's Kukulumkondo kancane? So, I'm going to read a story for you. In October 2016, viral entertainment websites such as Yikes.com published articles posting 2 burglars had been sodomized for 5 straight days after they broke into a house of a notorious gay sex predator named Harry Herring. 2 burglars got more than they bargained for recently after picking the wrong house to break into. Lo, uGarfield Morgan, benomngane wakhe una-36, uKim Gordon.
Sure.
Bangena emzini wendoda la, engangenwa kuyona la bafethu. And then after 5 days they were found by the neighbors. Obviously, Baba had gotten a bit into them. So the whole thing here was now, after 5 days, based on the punishment, do you think they still need to stand trial and go to jail? Or are they forgiven for their crimes breaking in?
I still think they need to go to jail.
Why?
Because you don't need, something that I've noticed about abadingezayo. Once waqala akayeki, yabona ukuthi ungamtry, uzombona ehamba namapope njalo ahamba ukuyongibhekela. That's the thing. I feel like people like that need to be away.
But now what's the punishment?
I don't think bazoyeka. Ubone ngisho amaphara ukuthi azabe njani. Eshawo.
But still they're gonna go there. Bro, abo ezwiki simchief.
So,
Ushawe the move, my dog. This is punishment is about 10.
Already.
Like a straight guy getting like hits on the back. This is it's more than 5 years in jail. On the move,
Maybe there.
Yeah, but okay.
This is what extra, like, it's the most, like, punishment ever. I would say they don't deserve to go to jail, they deserve a therapy instead.
Okay, wait.
You're making a point.
I get that. But now, when you get to court, the court, you're objective in court. Ama emotions akho kanjani? Aliqala ngokuthi ubuya phi emzini womuntu uyobreaka in.
So yeah.
It's just like also at the end of the day, you're emotional. Nami
But they still need to face it.
But at the end of the day, they still need to face the full the full course of the law.
Of the law, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, baqale benza.
Yeah,
when about the bad
situation,
when about the bad score. Harry was very known for things.
I was a bro. I'm not prepared. The jail.
The time they come back both ways, they were not emotional. They didn't think about the people that are being in. Why should we be considering so far emotions?
Because now they are emotional. Now they are emotional.
Okay,
so what we do? Now they are emotional. Sexual feel. About like a guy getting hit on the face. Oh my. Train is nothing. Because that train you get this. That's why they come back so.
I know, but another thing would be. Law or second, you might do something that is a special mood. Yeah, and they can never get it back.
I think Harry got what was special for him. What's what it is?
Yeah, that's all. Whole week.
But okay, apart from that, guys, the story is done, and thank you for your opinions. I really like having the things to pick your brain. But your closing statement, the interview that you can be should umphakathi onengekhokhoma yena ngifuna ukuyibona ukhokhoma your vision uthina ngifuna ukubona yenzeka for businesses, for youth, for abantu abadala, anything
for me, I would like to say Mpophomeni, there's a lot that we can do. I think I know ukuthi the entitled exhibition we have to go I've been brave now for what to start into yet and Mining opportunities, we just have to look outside the box, see if it is challenging that we have the potential.
Mina on my side, I would say Mpophomeni campaign just idea. I would say, see, now we need to like be more believers about like it's cool to see something that starts in mind, it's possible. That's when everything started. Into Tabanga is possible. Even it's slow part, but it's possible. It's gonna happen, yeah. Then I would say respond this support is key. If I'm buying your t-shirt, it's boosting you and it's boosting my world as us. Like who see computer, it doesn't work. You go like implement your computer and focus more on the lifestyle than the reality. About the main point, I will advise people to go back to spiritual life. I'm not gonna say I'm having Zangoma and put the dukes and all, but I'll say have your life, but there is some we need to go there, you need to contact with your ancestors. It's an honest faith. That's where everything started. Okay, you can be like a smart or you can be like a hard worker, but if your ancestors are not like in connection with you, that is useless. You know, I'm trying to make that point. Sometimes connecting with your ancestors,
Their roots.
yeah, they are your roots. They can help you to reach where you never even thought of, even your vision never came.
Grow higher
you grow higher
because your roots.
You have your roots. We need to do that. We need to connect to our ancestors. We need to find ourselves. We need to work harder. That's the main point. Because I can make t-shirts and sell them, but 10 people can buy them if I don't work hard, but if I work harder, there will be 200 or more. If I go out, I pray, I deliver, I walk around and search for people, I visit people and tell them about the brand, isn't just this shit. So anything, even if you just decide to wake up in the morning and decide just to set God's law like chips, it's something, once you put your heart in it, it's gonna go. So everything is business once you put the heart and the efforts and involve your ancestors, involve your roots. That's the main point. Everything goes, bro. I can decide tomorrow to sell fruits. You guys look where I'm gonna order or anything, but if I'm like, I get right, it gets really, I'm connected, I can like get answers in the morning. You guys know what is but it can happen, so everything is possible. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I also believe in this thing. In order for us to actually be able to give to the world, we have to be a tree that is bearing good fruit.
Yeah.
And a tree that bears good fruit is a well-rooted tree.
Well-rooted.
Because without a root, if you're rooted within yourself, with your family, with your ancestors, and you know where you come from.
You know.
It's knowing thyself, knowing who you are.
Who you are.
And what we said about earlier, internal, as much as you can live in the external forces, but everything starts within us.
Yeah, within us.
Yeah.
And another thing I'd like to add on your point, let's not look at our parents more than us. If I could say, I would say we are the parents and they are our children. That's how I could put it. Because, bro, I won't lie, our parents, they are brain damaged. They have no belief.
Okay, would you say traumatized? Right?
Traumatized, I'll put it like that, yeah. They are traumatized. They're not sure what they believe in. Their word is just lost, you know. We need to bring them back. I swear to God, we need to bring them back. The only thing they can do for us is just to be there. The only thing you need from your parents is our generation. It's just to be there. To be there, yeah. Just to see, I can tell them it's okay. I went to Marisburg to sell one t-shirt. That's all. I'm not expecting her to say no. You should sell the t-shirt like this on these times and these days, you know. They won't give us that. They don't know how to give us that. They don't bring it. They're traumatized, you know. They're just expecting us to work.
Sure.
and change their lives. So we need to know that we need to change all the.
Oh,
That's
okay.
our main thing.
I think that the generations coming from the apartheid era, they just knew to get a degree, work, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
And then now,
like that.
us being these people who say, I want to start my own things. Like,
Yeah.
what is not a man?
Business.
Business land, man.
Painful.
I understand. I understand what you're
Something
doing.
like that I'm trying to explain. Like for real, because I've always seen the guys like our parents are not so fair.
Okay, I need to write that down. Our parents are
That's okay.
Dad, are you okay?
Okay. No, our parents are not okay. I swear to God, our parents are really traumatized. The only thing your parents know better is you to go to school, is her or the family goes to church, is the family had something to cook, just something, not like proper.
Abundance.
Yeah, but
So we have
just something to cook. That's all your parents knows.
So we have a scarcity mindset rather than
Yeah.
an abundance mindset.
Yeah, about that's something we need to change. We need to
What do you
be
think?
there for.
First of all, I'm just grateful for my mom who has understood that business is important and she is supporting me fully on that in every way that she could. So little by little our parents do understand if we can explain it to them and give them a mindset of what are we doing.
And where we are.
Yes.
Okay.
That's there.
Okay. And I think for today, thank you very much, guys. That is all. And I just want to thank, before I do this episode, because I usually don't do this, thank Lee for helping us out. Thank Uspa and the Don that made your
My love.
always does the best when it comes to food.
Yeah,
every time.
food. I
Food
know.
is the best.
Wow.
And then you have who's there that came here with the brand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Nontando.
much for having me.
Your cakes. I wanted a cake, but
I know.
yeah. But then also thanking Umozi for lending us the place. The Mpophomeni Art Center always gives us the opportunity to actually.
So beautiful, bro.
Yeah, man. Joining us, and thank you. You guys are the superstars.
Thank you.